All right, welcome back, everybody. I'm Dr. Jason Barker, your guide and host to this three-part series on how to have better sleep throughout the holidays and beyond. Last week was part one. This week will be part two, and we're going to focus on the 15 tips of having a healthy sleep throughout the holidays and beyond. So let's dive right in as we get started here. First, let's address temperature. So when it comes to temperature, we have to keep it cool in the house. Your brain needs to drop in temperature by about 2 to 3 degrees to initiate sleep. And that's why it's easier to sleep in a room that's too cold rather than too hot. We also have to keep the house cold for better sleep overall. And what I do at my house is I keep the temperature at 69 or 70 degrees. That way we have better sleep and things are nice and cooled off. If you're one of those who sleep naked, this kind of makes sense. However, the caveat is to keep your feet warm. The theory is that warm feet will help coax blood away from the core, aiding in sleep. So fun fact if you want to do that. Number two is relax with a bath or a shower before you go to bed. This will also help out with better sleep because afterwards your body temperature is going to drop, and it's that decreasing body temperature that stimulates melatonin production in the brain. Your core body temperature also goes down as well, which makes you feel a little more sleepier and drowsier at the time too. So that's another great tip to implement right before you go to bed. And number three, I feel like is one of the most important ones, is setting the mood, is setting the environment for better sleep. And a couple of things here is you want to dim the lights 1 hour before bedtime, especially in the bedroom. Turn off all distractions. That includes technology as well. Keep things nice and quiet. If you have kids, that's going to be a tough one right there, but make sure the kids are already in bed and at an early time. That way when they fall asleep, it's nice and quiet for you too. Also slow down your brain and slow down your movements. Like don't try to pick things back up and do household chores at that time. Like you should be using that time to slow down. Read a very nice book for 10 to 15 minutes. Not something that's going to engage your brain to make yourself better, but it's something nice and soothing to read. And also make this an entire routine consistently as well. Number four, we need to darken the room. So I want you to look at this. Before electricity, how do we get any light? We use candles, we use oil lamps, and we also use fire. And by the way, fire emits the same wavelengths as a sunset, which stimulates melatonin. Fun fact there. We've also changed our relationship with darkness in time too. To where we use a lot of light bulbs, iPad readings, and similar activities that delay the release of melatonin by at least 3 hours and reduce its production by 50%. So as a result, you get less REM sleep and you feel less restored because of our current lighting situation in our houses. So in the last hour before bed, switch off half the lights in your house. This will help trigger melatonin production in the brain and also helps induce drowsiness. You can call this night vision for yourself and for your kids if you have kids. We also can you can get amber light bulbs for your bedrooms and amber night lights for the bathrooms to help keep the lighting a little bit darkened. Tip number five is an important one as well, is limiting caffeine. If you really want to fix your sleep issues, you want to try to get rid of caffeine altogether is the best thing. But if you just have to have your coffee or your caffeine during the day, you want to wean off of it throughout the day. And my rule of thumb is no coffee or no caffeine after noon. So if you want to get your caffeine in, try to get it up until noontime. If you're dealing with sympathetic overdrive or poor adrenal functions, for example, you just need to take a full month off of caffeine altogether to reset those to help you out with your sleep. Another one we have to limit is alcohol at night. Alcohol turns into sugar, obviously. So that causes you to wake up around 2:30 or 3 o'clock with this energy surge and an insulin spike. So while people often use alcohol as a sleep aid, it actually blocks REM sleep, which is one of the most important sleep cycles that you need to have to help heal and have a good restful night's sleep. So nightcaps don't work because they're more of a sedative, not a promoter of natural sleep. Number seven, so I'm going to do two more. Number seven is, to me, is a very healthy habit to implement on a daily basis. But one study found that by getting 150 minutes of moderate to vigorous exercise per week resulted in a 65% improvement in sleep quality. So exercise just doesn't make you sleep better, it also removes interference and allows your body to function better, overall health. So my best recommendations are to do morning workouts, first thing in the morning when you get up. And also if you have trouble getting up in the mornings to work out, then a close second would be fit it in throughout the day, earlier the better. By working out, making that a habit in the morning, it's already done and out of the way, and it promotes better sleep at night too because of that. Last one we'll look at is putting down the phones, putting down the technology. So iPhones, or any type of phone, laptops, tablets, they emit light that inhibits melatonin production and interferes with your REM sleep. Your room should be pitch dark, like we said earlier. What fires together, wires together. So if you use your bed for activities other than sleep, what you'll do is you'll trick your brain into thinking it's just another place to get things done. So you don't want to reinforce that association. So you want to retrain your brain to recognize that the bed is just for sleeping. Your bedroom should be what's called a sleep sanctuary. And that's what we're going to end on today, is that use these tips this week to start creating a better sleep sanctuary. That way you can result in better sleep overall for your health throughout the holidays and also beyond. So stay tuned for next week for our final part 3 for the rest of the healthy tips. See you then.